Hey everyone, I wanted to show a team that could take on the challenge from Odin Chaos without Noctis. I think obviously the fight is designed around the mechanics from Noctis LD BT, but I really wanted to make sure to try a team that could essentially easily defeat Odin without having to rely on those mechanics. And in this case, each character here has their own place. Warrior of Light's shields are the most important. Basically allows you to ignore the boss recast Zantetsuken, because as long as you have even 0 brave with a shield, it doesn't do anything. Aphmau is here just for damage, good auras, and she makes Warrior of Light's shields go through the roof with her imperil buffs. And then Fujin is here to imperil for Aphmau's half magic kit, because Odin resists magic, as well as to launch and get him out of Mounted Unity. Brothers summon, so we're going to just bring in Ami Friend. The great part about Fujin's buff is that her enchant is an aura. And so it doesn't matter when you bring in Ami Friend, always be enchanted. Don't have to worry about reapplying the enchant. Always on. Love it. Plus Fujin also brings a speed down, which is really, really amazing for getting Odin turn count manageable. So we'll just start rotation for Aphmau. EX here. And Odin's rotation, if you go check out Vayne Novus, he has a really great video on the Odin attack rotation. Generally just single target, which will tend to either be an instant break or generally break your character, followed by Gungnir, which will set your character's brave to 0 and debuff them with Doom, and then a high turn rate single target skill into Zantetsuken and repeat. So he's targeting Aphmau. He'll usually break anyway. So with a high turn rate, I'm going to see if I can get Warrior of Light speed up to make sure and maintain the turn order here. Hopefully, yes, good. So all you need to do is use Shining Shield, because Shining Shield is beautiful. Not only does it give you a shield, it batteries as well. So I'll just use Shining Shield and recast nullified. Warrior of Light, you can see 0 brave. Easy. No problems. I'm going to break him and apply my imperil. Now I will lock him and get Warrior of Light's elude buff on. This generally will always instant break, you can see. So it doesn't really matter. You just dump on the first skill of Odin rotation. You just want to dump your brave. Here I can just use Aphmau's skill rotation. Free skill. Free skill. And then I like to start with S1. It batteries the party. So here, because anything I do with Fujin will get her EX up, I'm going to hold it for after he goes into Mounted Unity. I'll just HP attack and battery Aphmau, and then dump with Aphmau, because Gungnir, the next all, you can see the all attack, will set everyone's brave to 0. So I'll just dump with Aphmau. Warrior of Light loses brave, but that's okay, it's not a huge deal. And this will get you on the Doom debuff, which you do have to pay attention to. So, what I'll do, look at my shields. So you can see shield 3 turns, shield 3 turns, and shield 4 turns. So with Aphmau, you don't really have to ever worry about the shield amount. You just have to worry about the shield running out. And you always have to make sure you're at least 0 brave, so you cannot be in break status. So I'm just going to dump this Warrior of Light here. And save this recast for after he goes into his Mounted Unity. So I'm just going to battery Aphmau to get her to do more damage. So we'll just battery here. Now Aphmau can go into her rotation. And actually I like this because she will be, she will proc the Doom way early. And Aphmau's your kind of get out of jail free card because her S1 will battery the party entirely, including herself. And that's your get out of jail free card, so that you can avoid Zantetsuken if needed. So here it's going to be a high turn rate. Generally, if he broke Warrior's Light, he might have actually been able to get another turn right away, and that may have screwed my run over because Aphmau would not have been able to regen her Brave. So just got to be careful about the high turn rate third skill in the rotation. Here is just a turn we can just break here. And looks like my shields are fine. So what I will do is just, even Fujin will have 2 turns, so he'll have 1 turn left. So I will just use his EX just in rotation when you have a chance. Wow, it does a lot of damage. Okay, so here, Fujin also can battery Warrior of Light, so that's not even a problem. You see he has break status, so except I think should be fine. She will get broken, unfortunately, but Aphmau can battery, so what I'll do is I'll have to break Aphmau rotation. Can battery Warrior of Light here, dump some Brave, she'll get broken, and now I just have to make sure to either use S1 or I can actually do this too to keep her in rotation, keep a skill use. If I think it's going to go down to where Aphmau is going to run out of skills, I can use Brave Plus. I think I'm okay. I think I'd rather push aggressively, so I'm going to use S1. You can see it refunds her Brave, so she's fine. And no damage there. Now I've been holding on to, this will break him unfortunately. Wasted the Brave. Now this is going to get tricky because he's going to counter. So I may have to actually bring an Ami friend. Fujin's way back. Basically, because he counters, it means he gets a whole bunch of Brave. He's targeting all. Actually, that's Gungner, so I think I'm okay. If he was targeting one person, his counter would fill his Brave up really high, and then he could potentially one-shot somebody because my shields are basically running out. So here you can see it's all, which is Gungner, so I don't have to worry about him HP attacking. See what he's going to counter and get a huge amount of Brave. Right? And that would have one-shot somebody, but that didn't worry about that. So now what I'm going to do is to reapply my shield here. Now, even if he doesn't break me, he still delays me a turn, which is why I still want to get rid of the mounted unity. I could summon to get a good launch, but I think I'll play it slow. I'll slow play it. So this will just break him, get him out of mounted unity. Also batteries Aphmau and Warrior of Light. And here I get my 2 free turns. Just check the debuff, it's a Doom. So again, this double free turn from Aphmau will actually be great. It'll allow you to proc the Doom buff early. And make sure that you are clear and have somebody who can battery you if needed. Shields are looking fine. So what I'll do is I will just dump Warrior of Light's Brave here. Okay, so now I'd like to stick in skill rotation, which would mean using Aphmau S2. Just want to make sure he's targeting Aphmau. I can battery her with Fujin so it's not to get broken. So that, can check his enchant. It is 4 turns, which is fine. And check speed. So the speed fell off already. I would like Aphmau not to get broken. She has shield though. She has shield, so I'm going to reapply the speed buff on the team. Aphmau should be fine here. It's a miss anyway. He get his recast. And now what I can do is I can just push aggressively again. Looking at his HP though, I feel a little worried that Aphmau is going to run out of skills, so I'll just use Brave Plus here. And there you go. Easy. Now, if I'm a little worried that Fujin's not going to have her EX up to launch soon enough, yeah, what I'm going to do is actually just summon and then start delaying with Ami. So here I'm going to actually summon, and I'm going to reapply the enchant here. Now, even if he counters, it's okay because you don't lose turns in summon. He doesn't even counter in summon. Great. My first time, obviously, you can see. So I'm going to just swap out Ami here. I'm going to take advantage of the fact that bosses don't get turns. Their turn doesn't advance in summon, so any delay or turn deletion you do is magnified because boss turns don't advance. So I get 2 deletions, which is great. So here I'm just going to stick to Aphmau rotation, EX, free skill, skill. And because I need to get him out of Mountain Unit anyway, this is a perfect setup for a launch. In summon, should do a ton of damage. Go. Boom, boom. 212. Beautiful. Again, I will use an Ami LD. You're just going to use all 5 of her turns to delete. And just start. And I mean, you can see the damage that Aphmau does is just incredible. It really is just incredible. Now the problem with Ami and Fujin is that the Ami's buffs have basically overridden Fujin's enchant. So unfortunately Aphmau will not be doing as much damage, but it should be fine. The turn deletion should work out really well. And Ami's framed buffs, so it's just like, you know, unfortunately you won't get the enchant back on for a while. However, Fujin can just battery. I mean, you can see Aphmau's at full brave, so half her kit is melee, it should be fine. Regardless, she'll just do a ton of damage. She's summon synergy, so, you know, it should be fine. You don't even need the damage here, you just need to just delete as many turns as possible. So you ignore, look at that, Ami resisted, 91k. You just ignore the EX and just keep on deleting. I'm going to reapply the speed buff. And it's just a long fight. Odin has a ton of HP, and you just have to whittle him down. Even she was resisted 75k. This she already has 50k on the regen, so it'll be about 60k on this one too. Not too bad. 55k. Your last turn, delete. 80k, 90k, even resisted. Just fine. And just battery. The X should max damage here. So this should give you a really good buffer to just do a lot of damage before Odin even gets another turn. Now you have a perfect launch setup. Should do about 200k roughly. 191, pretty close. You can see already I'm at 3 skills each for Aphmau, so it's definitely, you're definitely pushing a lot of damage, and you probably will run out of skills for Aphmau. I'm just going to use her Puppeteer buff just to keep those buffs up. You can use either skill 1 or skill 2. Skill 1 is not resisted, does great damage, batteries, so just stick to that. Reapply Warrior of Light's buffs as long as he has a turn prior to Odin acting. Then you can apply his shields. I'm going to make sure Fujin has her EX charged eventually, so start using some skills here. Aphmau continues her rotation. And here we're just going to keep using Warrior of Light. He has so many skills left. Just HP plus. And attack here. So Aphmau gets her 2 free turns. Look at that 50k regen. Insane. Allows her to do good damage even when resisted. And she goes right into skill. Now, Aphmau is going to get broken, but I still want to... It's actually probably don't need to reapply the shield yet. His first turn out of rotation will always break, so it would be a waste if you gave her a whole bunch of Brave from Shining Shield and then she got broken. And we'll just use HP plus. Instant break right there. Now I could consider, but again, like Gungnir, his all attack will just drop everyone's Brave to 0, so just do that. Just dump as much Brave as you can. Always want to dump from Brave for the first 2 rounds of the rotation. And just reapply the speed buff to your party. This will set everyone's Brave to 0. Okay, great. So now is when I would like to use the shield preemptively, just to make sure I don't get messed up by his high turn rate shenanigans. So I got 4 skills left. I'm going to save this for after he mounts. You can see he's got 1 turn left on his offensive buff and 1 turn left on one of his frame debuffs, so I'll be able to reapply the enchant soon. So I will just battery Aphmau. Get the natural launch here. And so that she doesn't get broken. It doesn't really matter. Warrior of Light can battery after, so I'll just use skill 1. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to... He will get his recast before WoL can go again, and I've got 7 Shining Shields left, so I'll just reapply, refresh the buff, battery. Just be safe. And I'm 100% not worried about Warrior of Light with 0 Brave, because he just won't get broken. And even here, watch. This is the beauty. You can just dump all this Brave. And just be at flat 0 Brave. And now reapply my imperil. And you're fine. This will not do a single thing to me. That is why Warrior of Light essentially just destroys Odin. His shield nullifies the boss's recast ability and nullifies these counters so that your party won't get killed. So what I'm gonna do is this is actually a little bit tricky. If I use Throw Buckler here, I think what I want to do is use Throw Buckler here to lock. He missed. Good thing he missed. Otherwise, this would have potentially killed Warrior of Light. What I can do is reskill there. Okay, so he's going to delay her, so she won't actually get to use her other skill. What I can do though is just launch here. So that was a little close. Thankfully he got a miss. So now we just dump the Brave here. And just gotta make sure, don't forget to use this as well. My shield should still be up, so shouldn't have to worry too much about that, right? Should 4 turns left, so you can see he's got about, you know, about 20-25% HP left, and Aphmau's down to 1 skill each, so you really have been pushing it pretty hard. Again, you want to dump Aphmau's Brave because it sets you to 0. What I'm going to do is just make sure I use an AA to get him at a break. Just delay another turn. Shining Wave. Check your... You can see the imperil fell off, so... Imperil here. Get your 3 turns here. She should now hit for full damage on this. Perfect. Great. So that was Doom. Great. Easy. And this we'll use her last AA here. I think Warrior of Light is done with Doom, so I don't have to worry about that. So what you'll do is you'll reapply the shield, you'll resist all here AA, and then reapply the shield. This will just guarantee that his recast will do absolutely nothing. The speed buffs back up. I mean, look at that long line of buffs. Pretty awesome. You're going to hold this for Mounted Unity. And you're going to just battery. It doesn't actually really matter. You can dump everything here. Your shields will basically nullify everything. So that's the beauty, is that just keep on pushing the offense. Warrior of Light just allows you to just be 100% on offense all the time. We'll just use this skill, do some damage. Fujin 0 Brave, not an issue. Now again, look at how far back she is. I should have checked the skill turn rate. Unfortunately. Thankfully the delay will help. So what we'll do is we'll just reapply the shields here. So he gets delayed. Thankfully he gains no Brave from any of these attacks because of shield. So what you can do is you can just chip the Brave down, and because he has a shield, his counter won't give any Brave. So you don't have to worry about getting one shot at all. So use Aphmau's second free. She'll get delayed, bringing Fujin up. And actually, this sets up a wonderful launch. Oh, she didn't get delayed. Okay. And her last skill. Alright, just use it. We're getting low. I was hoping he would have hit with that first one. The later a turn I would have got a 3-person launch, but it's okay. We get a 2-person launch, decent one. Warrior of Light will get batteried. 150. So I will just apply Shining Wave. Just dump all the Brave, you know, since it sets you to 0. I'm also going to reapply Lock. Okay, just always make sure to watch out for... Oh. I guess Warrior of Light had 6 framed buffs. Somehow he didn't get debuffed. Interesting. Or maybe he just ran out of it already. Let's see. So the Imperil fell off because Fujin's EX gives a frame debuff, but that's okay. Just use an AA to get him out of break. Skill, start getting your EX back up for Fujin. Make sure you reapply the shields. Warrior of Light got broken here. So the one thing I do have to be careful is Aphmau has 2 turns. Oh, she's done. Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Reapply the Imperil. I can just go on full offense here. He's almost dead. We just slow play this. So I don't have a skill, so her rotation's broken because a skill would usually put you at EX, but I'll just HP plus here. And this should do it. Let's just put the shield back up, and this or Fujin will do it. Okay, so it looks like it's Fujin. And just for the hell of it, kill him with the X. And there it is, a non-Noctis, pretty easy, straightforward clear. It does take half an hour, so, you know, unfortunately it is a long fight if you don't have Noctis, 76 turns. I'll show my party and artifacts, but Warrior of Light, any launcher, will essentially clear Odin very easily. I don't even have the Odin boards yet for Warrior of Light and Fujin, but all 3 of them have their character boards. Aphmau does have hers. So I'll show Warrior of Lights. Warrior of Light has reasonable arts, don't even have any C50s 2-star, so you can see I'm totally lacking in that department. Aphmau has very good arts, pretty close to perfect. Would have loved a 1 more star on her C50, but you know, very good. And Fujin, not very good, but good enough. She does the job. So that's it. You know, remember to check out Vayne Novus's video to really see those rotations. He's got a great description that kind of breaks it down. And if you don't have Noctis or don't want to use Noctis, just bring Warrior of Light, and it's a pretty straightforward and generally easy fight. Okay, thanks so much for watching.